Okay. Stop. To say that we're all unique in our own ways is cliche, but it's actually really true. Sometimes you can tell what makes someone unique on the outside, and sometimes you can only tell on the inside. My name is Maddie Earp, and I'm 22 years old, and I'm from Franklin, Tennessee. I'm an accounting student from Lipscomb University. However, there is one thing that sets me apart from the majority of the population that you wouldn't know if I wasn't about to tell you. When I was 13 years old, I started noticing some changes inside my body, and I was getting really bad headaches and really bad stomach aches. I was always thirsty, and I lost about 15 pounds. I mentioned these symptoms to my mom, and she had a fear in her eyes. I have a sister that's 3 years older than me, and when she was 5 years old, she was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. She knew that these were the symptoms of a high blood sugar. 3 days after Christmas, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. In 2018, the Mayo Clinic defined type 1 diabetes as a chronic condition in which the pancreas produces little to no insulin. This has affected my life significantly and sets me apart from my peers. However, I try to keep an optimistic outlook on it. The most important thing that I've learned from this disease is responsibility. I have to constantly pay attention to how I'm feeling and give myself insulin whenever I eat. Another thing that I've learned is to not take anything or anyone for granted. A lot of people get to just eat whatever they want and not even have to worry about it, whereas I always have to worry about how much insulin to give myself and what's going to make me feel sick and how low or high my blood sugar is. Suddenly my days were filled with counting carbohydrates in my meals, checking my blood sugar 5 to 6 times a day, giving myself insulin injections, and constantly paying attention to how I feel. Because my sister had been dealing with diabetes for 10 years, she was very supportive. There are always going to be things that affect our lives both negatively and positively. This diagnosis was the biggest thing to affect me negatively thus far. However, there were a couple of positive impacts that it had on me. I had to become a lot more responsible and mature at a much younger age than most kids. This is something that I'm going to have to deal with on a daily basis for the rest of my life, and is going to continue to shape my life and who I am as a person. The negative impacts that this disease has had on me have been physical, but the mental impacts it's had on me have been pretty positive in the way that they have shaped my life and my thinking and my outlook on life.